everybody. We are outside of the new local First Med location right here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. So this season, whenever you need your sport physicals, DOT physicals, they are accepting walk-ins 7 days a week from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. So if you get any weekend wounds, laceration, broken bones, or anything like that, stop at your local First Med location rather than going to the emergency room. These lovely ladies will help you out, and they accept most insurances, so you will be accepted here at your local First Med location. So come on in.
A lot of people don't know we started Eric's Pharmacy in 1995. So we've been going strong for over 29 years. We had a chance to spruce things up, put in new flooring, new shelving, and it really, really came together beautifully. We invite everyone to come by and take a look.
Stranded with car trouble? Give Triple R Wrecker a call. Triple R Wrecker and the Ramirez family has been serving Greater Pottawatomie County for over 20 years. Triple R Wrecker.
Hi, welcome in. Let's go see Jim.
On Benedict Street, Hardesty's Market and Deli is your go-to for all your local meat needs. It's also the perfect spot for lunch, offering your favorite local sandwiches, dips, sweets, and more. Support locals. Stop by Hardesty's Market and Deli today.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey. Discover the sweet side of Shawnee at St. Gregory's Abbey. Here our monks care for over 300 beehives and work together to package and provide pure, delicious local honey to our Shawnee neighbors.
Casterkey Auto Mart. Online or in person. Casterkey Auto Mart. They're good people to deal with.
I think the respect that she has when she walks in a room can be breathtaking.
Thank you.
She is one of my biggest mentors, and so the fact that she stays in the know, you can ask anyone on any board, anywhere serving in the community, and they know Miss Melissa Dennis. I think that's an amazing accomplishment.
Well, thank you. Thank you. If there is something that we can answer, we can help, you understand what we do better, we are here and willing to help you answer any questions and take you through our day-to-day operations.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has a lineman program.
Real life opportunities, real life experience, and that's what we're trying to give them with the 3 instructors. We got about 100 years of experience. They'll be what's called a grunt, a trainee, or they'll be an apprentice 5, and they will know how to do everything here on the ground and up the pole to help them get that job. You'll get out of this training what you put into it.
At McElroy and Owens Funeral Group, your loved one never leaves our care. From your first phone call at the time of loss through final resting, we are with you. Stop by McElroy and Owens for a visit today. Welcome to Jim Thorpe Stadium on a beautiful senior night as the Wolves fighting for a playoff spot welcome the defending state champion Tulsa Edison Eagles. It's a wonderful night for soccer, and what makes it wonderful on ShawneeCTV is I've got Coach Jason Merrill right next to me. And Coach, you talking about this Edison squad, you've really shown an evolution, or talked about an evolution of a club from where Shawnee is right now, fighting for playoff spots, to becoming a state power. What have you seen, and what do you like about the Eagles squad?
Yeah, Edison, I'd say around 10 years ago, they got a coach in named Jason Rogers, and he and his brother just really turned that program around from, around where we were, around fighting for that 4th spot in the playoffs in their district, actually, to now where they've been, the state champions. I think they won the first state championship last year, but they were in the finals. I think they lost to Santa Fe South the previous years. They were always up there battling with Bishop Kelly for the top spot in this district probably since 2018, 2019. They've turned into a powerhouse. And again, this year they're, looking at one of the top 4 teams going into the state tournament next week.
Well, and that's where the Shawnee Wolves want to get. What do we have to do tonight to contain the Edison Eagles?
Well, we've got to be, patient, because from my experience, what Edison has done in the past is they use their back 4 a lot, and using them to suck us in, draw us into them, and then they get through our lines in 1 or 2 passes and have opportunities against our keeper. We've got to be smart. And here we are with a different starting lineup than we've seen. This is the first time we've seen this lineup due to some injuries and other different things that have pulled other players off the field. We've got some guys that are starting tonight that haven't had much varsity time this season or at all through their careers.
Okay, so let's go down those starters real quick. In goal, we have Kobe Carner. On the defensive side, Toby Nave, Cole Conway, Rhett Neese, and Brian Barraza. In the midfield, Gage Carner, Alfonso Velez, and Ashton Culberton. And up in the forwards, Jack Ford, Jace McDaniel, and Camden Saturn. Those guys, I see a lot of names that we have a lot of confidence when we talk about Saturn, McDaniel, and Ford up front. That's a good line. Velez has been up there, Culberton been up there, and Carner, of course, one of the team leaders. And then his brother Kobe in goal as Jack Ford, showing his speed, getting it up and trying to get it back into the center.
Yeah, we'll take that.
And he's going to take it right off the end line.
That should have been a goal kick. Like that player, the Edison player, touched it last, but
it looked like a good play by the freshman.
Mm-hmm.
And then on that back line, when you have Nave and Conway back there, you have experience. So Nave, Conway, and Neese, all 3 seniors enjoying their senior night tonight.
Yeah, and we'll see how Toby's dealing with an injury. As you see, his right thigh is wrapped. I believe he set the entire match against Tulsa Wood Rogers, a match that we lost 5-3. And that, I'm sure that played a big part in it. Not having he's been starting at center back since he was a freshman. So, to not have him on the field, I'm sure made a big difference in that match. Here we got another corner for Tulsa Edison. And we see how fast they get into our, in the scoring areas, back down. 1-2 passes. That's going to be all night for them. What I see differently with Edison is the size. They're usually a lot of big players. You don't see that tonight, but definitely quick and good on the ball. So we should be able to win these set pieces in the air. Get up and get that ball. Ooh. Jack there, he's got to be aware of that. That kid just snuck right in front of him.
You got to stay between the goal and your player, correct?
Yeah, ball side of that. That way he's not getting a free shot like that. If the kid just jumps and times it a little bit better, that's a real problem for Colby. A lot of pace on that ball.
Well, Colby, an excellent goalie back there as Kobe set to kick it.
And that happens. That happens.
Nice.
That happens.
Yeah.
They get it to Cam. Over to Jack.
Yeah, drop. Good. Yeah.
Dropped it back to Rhett.
I like it.
Back up to Cam.
I just hate
Some good stuff right there.
Wait for it, go get it.
Oh, run through the ball though, Rhett.
If he takes a hit, he will be crying on that field. And you'd be like, oh my God. Yeah. Cannon also, as a freshman, he got.
And again, this is going to be one of those long, strong games. I know we talk about that, but with this sport, that's so important. The Wolves showing a lot of energy and a lot of strength up front against this tough Edison squad.
Yeah, they're looking really good right now. Really poised, you know, and some of the other matches, it seemed like it took a minute for us to calm down a while, and we look pretty poised right now from the beginning, which is great. You got to have that against a team that can strike fast like Edison.
Barraza chasing it after a good play there, and he tries to get it to Saturn, and it's going to be swept up by the keep.
And now he doesn't have that, so now he has to go to college and get scouted professionally from some.
Good spacing by Edison. You notice that right away.
Oh, yeah. They're the real deal.
Yeah, he wants to go to the
I believe they're 12-1 on the season. With their only loss, I believe, was to Tulsa Will Rogers. Maybe a 6A squad, I don't remember. But they've beaten everyone else.
Like with longevity of it, Messi.
Good pass there. Stay with him, Brian. Good pressure there.
Catch Ronaldo, he needs 3 trophies, and for Ronaldo to catch Messi,
We'll take that.
over 60 trophies.
Must have been a foul after he played that ball.
Messi has 60 more trophies than Ronaldo.
And, you know, one of the things that we saw in one of our losses against Bethany is they had some good speed. And, you know, you can't judge a book by its cover, but it'll be interesting to see the speed of these 2 center backs that they got playing Camden. Because so far we've gotten the ball to him with some space.
And their only loss is to Will Rogers, and that was not a district matchup.
No, and then they avenged it in the district.
Yeah. 5-0, 5-0. And they just squeaked by Shawnee 5-3, and again, that was without Toby playing.
Yeah.
Just last week, I believe.
And we'll be competitive. Will Rogers Edison has been tough like this. And, my last year that I coached, this was our last match of the season. They went on to, I believe they were state runners-up that year, and they beat us 2-0, and they scored both their goals in the last 5 minutes of the match. You know, we were right there with them. Expect the same thing tonight. We definitely can win this match.
And that'd be big for our playoff hopes as we come in tied with Will Rogers at 3-2. Will Rogers holds the head-to-head over us, and we have points on them by 3. We're going to end up against Coweta, who also is fighting for that 4th. No, I'm sorry. They're 1-4. We should be able to handle Coweta. So this is a big game for us.
Yeah, both of them are big games. This is huge. If we were to come out with a victory in this, not only does it ensure that we are top 3 in our district and we're playing a number 2 seed from the other side, but the confidence that you get from defeating the defending state champs is, you got to believe first. And if you win this match, you definitely believe that you can beat anyone. And here they are. They utilize their back line really well. And 2 passes, they almost get behind us. Hey, we'll take that all day.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about, though, in the sense of 3 quick passes, and they are 45 yards down the field,
Yes.
pressing your defense with 3 of their forwards.
Huge punt. Yeah, you got to be more aggressive there, Jace. Yeah, get us some space. Oh, we'll take that foul. Come on.
He got it. Coach, you're into this one. I feel it. I like it.
Big match, and they're just giving us a throw. We should have a kick there. I don't know why he didn't see a foul when you go through our legs. Maybe he got the ball first. I didn't see. He's right there on it.
Corner with the block to Camden.
Boom. Yes. Oh. Put it across there. Hey.
That's what we like to see.
Yes. The more of those chances we get.
That's all set up by Carner from his midfield position.
Oh, man. And again, just like he's just such a great worker, just a great player. I've mentioned it before. There's not a coach in the state that wouldn't want Gage on their team. He's solid all the way around. He just keeps fighting. Great win there. And the Wolves are ready to play tonight. They're ready to compete with the defending state champs. Take this victory.
Barraza working hard over there.
There was a part of me that was sad.
Yeah, Gage is a big piece. When he gets going, we noticed that in the last match we were struggling, and Gage just turned it up and took over the match there for about 5-10 minutes and helped get us on the board.
Got our momentum going.
Yes.
I get Saturday, but my entire Saturday was spent trying to fight cramps.
And we look to see a big match out of all these guys. That's what it's going to take to be able. It's great to see these youngsters, these guys that haven't had a lot of experience, stepping up, playing with confidence.
Toby knocks that one out.
We play twice a week.
Good block by Alfonso.
I feel like sometimes coaches I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the coaches shit on people just as much.
Yeah, Jack.
I know it's out of a place of love, but it doesn't help me.
Brian's doing a great job. He's pushing up a little too high right now.
And this is what you're talking about. This is where they're really dangerous, where they pop it out. They find that gap and pop it.
Wolves are doing a great job. They're playing with some patience and really doing well defending, not giving them really strong opportunities.
Kobe putting that one 70 yards.
This is where we need a big throw. We've always had a big thrower, and surprised that we haven't pulled that tool out.
Corner tops it down to the corner, and they're going to let it go. Camden unable to make it down there. Off the head of Carner.
Yeah. It's a great ball by Gage. Just not sure the communication there between Jack, because he hasn't played with these guys a lot.
You're only allowed to do that if you catch the ball with them. So if they kick the ball out of bounds, like behind the goal line, then
Rhett with good body control there to control it.
Yeah, that's really good at soccer.
And
Rhett has D1 offers
good.
He had a ton of
That's
D1
Barraza.
Offside right there. But then he didn't show up last year, so he doesn't.
Haven't called Jace's name
No.
yet, and that's a surprise, actually.
He said it doesn't matter
Look at Cole.
how good the scholarship he receives for football.
Cole playing the offense off his back to give Carner time to get to that ball.
Doing what he's been doing all season. He's had a really great season.
He doesn't have that love for football.
It's
He doesn't enjoy
he said in his the senior night thing he's gonna go and to Oklahoma State, and we talked, and I'm suggesting that he plays in their intramural division. You know, you'd like to see a guy like Cole keep playing.
Yeah, and have fun doing it like that.
Super athletic. He's only going to get bigger and stronger here in the next few years. You'd really like to see him go play on a team, but, you know, not everybody wants to keep doing that.
Right.
At that level, it's like a full-time job. And that's nothing. You know, Edison hadn't shown any real threat, and, you know, it's due to the Wolves just being on point. And this is great to see with, you know, losing Jax Martin to broken collarbone's huge, you know. He's had an awesome season. He's been a significant impact positively on each game, every game. And, you know, to lose him and for us to be doing as well as we're doing right now is great. It shows the depth. It shows how the training sessions have been going. It shows that they're prepared. You know, you always want to get everyone prepared. You pulled it down because 10 wasn't. That's close. I don't like that. Yeah, turn, go, play.
You thought it was offside?
Well, the 10 was, but since he didn't receive the ball, they let it play on. Yeah, I think it's 11 at an overlapping run for that. Yeah. A couple of our players stopped. We should have kept playing there.
Toby going over to.
Oh, you could tell that dye is affecting Toby. You know, especially in that kick right there. He usually puts that another 10 yards deeper.
Culberton over there as well.
Yeah, Ashton just had a good collision right there, trying to battle for that ball. But here, you know, almost halfway through, Wolves are looking really strong. You know.
Yeah, neither team really asserting themselves in any better position than the other.
Yeah.
Maybe a few more shots on goal, but you haven't seemed too worried about the shots that have been coming Garner's way.
Yeah, nothing yet. You know.
Alfonso misplaced that.
Great job.
Toby with a good left.
Come step, Jack. See, we can't stand and watch. You got to keep your feet moving. Now let's make up for it. That's one of the things that
Baraza
can kill your momentum and things is if you stand there watching. One of the things we used to always preach to them is you can always improve your position, even if it's just by being on your toes and, you know, taking little steps. You know, you're getting yourself in better position.
So why'd the whistle blow there?
Because it hit the
crossbar?
Yeah, after Kobe got a hand on it is why they earned the corner kick.
Huh.
What a rocket of a shot that was. That came on quick.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Great save.
Yeah, you know, in order to get his hand on that, you know, it was big. And let's battle here, yeah. Cole doing a great job, making it real difficult for them. That guy's sending balls in, and we'll win again, Gage. And who knows, we'll see. You expect the defending champs to stay poised in this, but, you know, hopefully we can get them a little frustrated. You know, maybe they think this was going to be an easy match. Who held him on? He was off. Yeah, I think the officials missed that one. I don't know. But it looked like.
Yeah, let's see that replay if we have it while they're chasing that ball.
Left corner, right corner, and then Panenka.
Yeah, we can't tell from that angle. Really, you can't see the lines. So
And that's very unfortunate because there's been times
I've
where-
seen a couple of those actually. I mean, even other than what you've said.
And there's no, replay like you get in the professional leagues and things like that. I think they even got it in college now. In college soccer, they'll take time and do a replay to make sure they're getting the call right.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that opportunity in high school sports.
It's whoever goes
So, you definitely don't want a missed call to lead to a goal like that.
People do that in professional all the time.
Coming down to the halfway point, got to be pleased with what you're seeing with the Wolves so far.
Yes. Looks good, playing with some patience. Now, Ivan didn't get to, in preseason, this is where he was. He was starting right back.
Ivan
broke
Makis.
And he broke his collarbone. And I guess he's cleared to play. I don't believe he's a senior.
He's a junior.
Yeah, so, this isn't a senior nice, hey, get your time on the field. This is, he's back. So that's good. He's got a ton of speed. Brian did a heck of a job while he was in. Maybe coach saw some fatigue in him or something, but what a great job Brian Barraza did right there in that right back position. And now Ivan, he's like he likes to play this position like Jax Martin. He's going to be aggressive as a defender.
And is it Makis?
I don't.
You go Ivan.
Yeah.
You don't try to tackle
Yvonne.
Matt.
He told me it's Yvonne.
Yvonne.
I kept calling him Ivan, and he's like, Yvonne, coach.
The whistle. It's going to bring it back.
Yeah, he's got some great speed, athletic ability.
So there they called an offside, coach.
Right.
Before we came here,
Yeah, you could tell with him pushing up the back.
Yeah.
we all got ice cream. I ate my ice cream and only ate half of it. So basically ate like 2 large ice creams.
Yeah, coach is coaching Brian up on the bench there. Pushing the back on Camden.
Carner.
Hey, let's get it started.
Here comes Jace.
Yeah. Send it back in. Good. Clean. Yeah.
It's going to Yvonne in the corner.
Hey, that should be us. Yeah, it is. Look at the hustle from Yvonne.
He's happy to be out there.
Man.
That's who you're looking for right there.
I love it.
Camden Saturn. He's got Jax up there as well as Culberton and Alfonso.
Moving Toby up. We'll see what this. Okay, great. Oh! Good call. Coach calls this play here and setting up Cole to send it in. And, man, that was a dangerous ball. And here we are in the corner here. So we got another one. And now we're going with a different play. It's going direct to the back post.
A little bit long.
Yeah.
Culberton unable to get to it.
Man. Good start here for the Wolves. This is
was that Yvonne from the corner?
That was Gage Carner taking those. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, coach is getting these guys set up where they should. It's going to be difficult for Toby and with number 10, 1v1, especially with a hurt. But great job of not letting him receive well. Good touch here by Alfonso. The Wolves are looking strong. Play quick. Oh, have it. Okay. They're not going to let Camden
free.
Yeah, they're all over him. But he's recognizing that, and he's going to pull the trigger a lot quicker. He's going to adjust to that.
Yeah, Gage is a midfielder. That's what I was saying. Him to that midfield would not be as good. But that's what
Good play by Toby.
Alfonso's having a good match.
middle,
Nice.
the back line.
Corner held.
Good stuff, Brett.
Yeah, because we don't think it's
Yeah, you know, that might have been a little generous right there for us. Kid looked like he timed the run well, but, you know, that guy was right on top of it.
Well, and I think he saw the hold. Can a side official call an infraction like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great stuff, Gage. Now play wide. We got Yvonne. He's the guy you got to find right there. He's in the open
wide
space.
open field.
Yes. You know, and I'm sure Coach just relayed that message, you know. He's always looking for our guys to switch the field. Good ball. Gage has gotten really good with directing those headers.
I don't know. Something about
It's the bun.
Yeah.
He's found the bun.
Yeah. The aerodynamics of the bun. You got the perfect weight. You know, it's like a weight. Have you ever seen those golf clubs with the weight on the back of it? And
No,
the guys smash it.
Oh, man.
John Weddle, you know John Weddle? Down at Fred's Tires.
Yeah.
He's the
yeah,
nice guy
I know
down
John.
there.
Yeah, I know John, actually,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, man, he's got this weighted golf club that he crushes.
Oh, that's great. I'll have to ask him about it.
Yeah. Let's go, Cole.
he's a senior.
Cole doing what you're supposed to do. Just get it off to the side.
Yeah.
When it's a dangerous ball like that.
Yeah, this is a good half so far to this point. You know, and we're playing right there with them, the defending state champs.
That's not bad. Well, Toby's normally better, but Toby's like pampering like a hamstring injury right now.
Yep. Yeah, make them play it back.
Again, you can really see their spacing and how it works.
Yeah, yeah. And we're doing exactly what we're supposed to do. Make them play the ball back. Don't let them. And look at this. Camden comes up and wins that.
Tries to get it over to Jace. Just a little bit too far in front.
And this is where Edison's always good. They have this triangle with their two center backs and the 6 here and the holding midfielder, and they're able to use them to send these balls up to these other guys. That's a mistake, and we recover. Great job, Yvonne.
That was a little bit to show his speed.
And that's great to have back there to go with. You know, Jax has great speed too, so losing him, Yvonne coming in, and Brian showed really good speed as well. You know, right now you as a fan, you're just hoping that that the Edison starts showing some frustration, you know, but champions usually stay poised, so we'll see. We'll see if we can get to them, and because we're giving them difficulty here.
Gage on it.
Get there. Oh. Yeah, Jace.
Jace.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. You know,
that was close.
Yeah, that was probably the most dangerous chance of the match from either team.
As good play, it started again with Carner and the head.
Oh, yeah, he's doing great.
Down to Saturn, who popped it over to Gage. Or to Jace, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's another one you'd like to see play.
There's another one by Gage.
Yeah, take that outside. What? I didn't see. Of course.
Of course you didn't, Coach. I would agree with you, too.
Yeah.
Make that a we didn't see.
Yeah.
the entirety of the.
We gotta tell that official. He's only a freshman, man. Come on. All right.
That's going to stay with the Wolves.
Playing really well.
We're in the 30th minute of the match.
Let's get another chance. You know, we'd like to see Ashton become more involved.
What are the signs?
You know, he's a player that can make a big difference.
Ashton Culberton.
Yes.
How many yards will it fly before
He's a really strong player. Let's get him more involved.
No, but and then it was like, well, how many yards will it?
And Ashton grew up playing with these Tulsa guys. He played in Tulsa Club all as a youth. Was looking for a high school team. He was a Chandler High School student, and was looking for a high school team a few years ago. And we got lucky. You know, I remember having some conversations with his parents, and you know, telling him this is the place for him, and it's worked out really well for Ashton and the Wolves.
Does Mr. Egan not spend his entire class period talking about the old days? Yeah, or he's talking about like.
Good, Red. Don't let him turn. Make him play it back like that all night. We'll take these guys into overtime.
Pressure forward.
Jace McDaniel over there. And that's
dangerous ball.
Make it inside.
That. We'll take that. Offsides. It was a late call on the flat on the offsides, but
he made it.
Yeah. Oh. What's Toby moved the ball up. You got another 10 yards. We got to see, and that's what they were expecting. We're all pushed up, and now we don't have the numbers. Just good job, Gage. Get there. Oh, come on, Jack.
Jack with a good stop.
Yes.
Brings it.
Look up. Yeah. Keep going to the line. That's a handball, wasn't it? Yeah.
Handball and a trip, as we see it here. There is, might not have got his hand. Looks like it might have got the back of the side of his foot, actually.
Oh.
But the trip was there. So.
Good recovery by Jack.
Good camera work, Grayson Sharma.
Yeah, he's on the far right. So that's not there because there's one standing up in the front.
All right. So this is a free kick.
It is.
And he's close enough that he can make it dangerous.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be dangerous as long as he gets a good foot on it. It looks like
he's good with clubs, but like compared to the caliber of
they're looking probably back post with Camden. Let's see where he makes a run. No run, just has a easy ball. You know, with a team like Edison, you know, you're going to have to execute a play there, you know. You can't.
You're going to have to make a play.
Yeah, you can't just hit it up there and see what happens, you know. That right there, you got to be more intentional. And I know they have, you know, coaches gone over those plays, those set pieces with them. That's what you want. Like, it's a team like Edison, definitely got to be more intentional on those.
To come away from that with having given yourself a chance to score. That's what you're talking about. Right there, you want to have given yourself a chance to score, a real legitimate chance.
Yeah, and having you know, one of the set piece plays that coach has gone over with them, calling that play and then executing. You know, it kind of looked like they were just hitting it up there and see if it maybe a deflection or something like that. And you know, that's not going to happen against you know, #1 team in the district. Here we are. And, you know, this is actually a little more dangerous because there's going to be the ball's going to be in the air a little longer. We're going to get closer to the goal. So he's going to want to put this right over the top of where they're at right now to really give them some problems. Oh, just about does. Oh. Way to work, Gage. Yeah, all the way, all the way.
That's insanity. There's no reason.
Yvonne's the easy ball there. You know, I like the aggressiveness, but, you know.
Let him work the other side.
Yes, let's stretch him out. He was held on.
Well, that's because Ronaldo
No.
is taller and has more power than Messi. You see a difference?
Oh, gosh.
Ronaldo's like big and strong.
Just off the inside of the post for an Edison goal.
So what a man! These kids are these Edison kids are smart.
Do
Coaches.
we have the full shot of that approach maybe on replay?
Yeah.
There were 3 of them up there, but it would have to be the full shot of them running down is what we're looking for. It can't be the close-up. It's got to be camera 1 probably. I'm not sure here. Whoops, it's got to be before that. If we can back it up a little bit before that ball is getting, there we go. There's 3 guys out in front.
Yeah, and then this guy's on the ball.
Back that up again. Let's see that again. Right there. I mean.
Yeah, the guy that was on that played the ball,
Uh-huh.
and Yvonne just kept running into the goal. Just a mistake.
And going to be a yellow card.
Yeah, you can see there, you know, with Yvonne not having time on the field. You know, this is the first time he's played a live match. I believe he got injured in a scrimmage. He hadn't even got to play this season. So, you know, he's not going to be as sharp as he would be if he was, you know, not injured. Just out of position there. And those mistakes against these teams, and you know, hard to come back from.
That was a dangerous play that was happening. Definitely.
Oh, yeah, their speed and their ability to get the ball down the field so quickly with sharp passes.
Yeah.
You know, that could be the difference. You see, you know, now we're going to step up the aggressiveness. One of the things that we do really well at is, you know, making it a really rough, tough game, you know, just by effort.
Dave from 50 yards out.
Ooh.
Close.
Yeah. And he wants that one back. Just a little bit a different angle with his hips. And that
was close.
Yeah, it is.
Those are fun to watch.
He definitely stretched out his hammy on that one. You know, I felt like he held back a little bit on that first one. He's probably a little bit nervous, you know, not wanting to injure it. But he let it rip there. It was what, 65 in the air, 70?
Yep.
He started like mid-football season.
Yeah, come on, Ashley. Yes, have it.
Camden.
Just that slight little bobble is the difference in him having a shot and not there. That was a good ball, too, right to his feet.
Carner gets it back on the line, and it comes back Shawnee way. See if Shawnee can retaliate here. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. The goal coming right around the 5.5 minute mark.
I get paid 30 a game, he gets paid 40.
Good. Oh, nah, that was a deflection. Good job, Toby. Great recovery. Hey, nice. Toby cleaning up by himself down there. Come on, Jace. Battle. Yeah.
Going to give it back to Edison.
And they're playing quick, and this guy's making a good diagonal run. Was not off when it left his foot. Just got by us. And they're their speed is showing up right now, and their wits. You know that run that I think that was him 9 or something. 2, I can't see that number, but that was a great run that he made on us.
And you're talking about angles there.
Yes.
It was a diagonal run
Yes.
that makes the ball roll to him.
Oh.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's what you need to do to cut through them.
And stay on side.
Yes. There we go. Toby's having a really great half. Ah, come on, Jack. Jack.
And Conway cleans it up.
A little more work for, Jack. A little more active, right there. If he's moving his feet towards the sideline, he's going to receive that ball with time to turn, time to make a pass. You can't be caught watching.
Uh-oh.
Man, where's Cole? Okay, he steps to... Our outside guys got to really pinch in here. They're doing a really good job of playing these tight passes in the middle.
And getting numbers.
Mm-hmm.
They've got 4 in there, and we have 2.
And you can see Yvonne's kind of struggling with that. Letting that guy get inside of him. This is probably like the 3rd or 4th time here just in the last 10 minutes where he's having trouble with allowing them to get inside ball side of him. Good Cole. 1 minute here. We need to get it up the field. What's he calling? He's out of bounds on them. Oh. Get
50
ready to
seconds
throw.
in the half. We will be bringing you second half action after halftime.
So we let 20 seconds run off the clock there before he called timeout.
And who called timeout?
The official. He finally called for the clock to be stopped, and then it took another 5 seconds to get the attention. So I don't know what they're talking about, especially with the Edison coach. But we need 20 seconds on the clock. At least he can ask for it.
They're outlining something.
Sure is. Hopefully he gives Coach B the same explanation. He deserves it. I don't see what happened that needed an explanation like this. But here's an opportunity for us to set up maybe a 2-3 pass to get a shot off. Let's communicate right now while this is going on. It's our throw. Find Gage. He's wide open now. Good. Ashton, I don't know why he's dropped there.
Out of the fence. Out of the fence. Out of the fence.
24.
All right, that was interesting. How
That
that
was
went
awful.
down. There was really a 2 or 3 minute conversation with the opposing coach.
Yeah. And
Gotta wonder.
yeah.
Camden with 8 seconds, and that's going to be the end of the halftime. Wolves are going to go into halftime trailing the defending state champion Tulsa Edison Eagles 1-0. Good play half. Good, well played half by the Wolves, wouldn't you say, Coach?
Yeah, really well played. And just with that, seeing that right there at the end of that half, that left center back, it does not have the speed that Camden has. So that's where we need to attack them.
And
the right center back could match him, but that guy can't.
And so we take advantage of that. Hopefully in the second half, get a goal on the board for the Wolves. Well played first half. The referee now taking time to talk with the Wolves captain, certainly about what the conversation was on the sideline there just prior to half. We're privileged to bring you Wolves Soccer from Jim Thorpe Stadium. You're watching Wolves Soccer on ShawneeCTV. Together we build community, one season at a time. We'll be back in about 9 minutes.
A&S Roofing. Quality roofing built to last. Dedicated to high quality work, pays attention to the details. So get started on your roofing project today with A&S Commercial and Residential Roofing and Contracting. Get answers to your insurance questions from the insurance guy at the mall, Jim Pierce. As a part of what we do, you know I like to make recommendations of places or people that I think can help in our community. And as I've gotten older and I am closing in on Medicare and insurance needs, I really had a bunch of questions because throughout my life, I really just basically had to sign something and other people would just take care of that aspect of life. I ran into the insurance guy at the mall, Jim Pierce. I got to know him and he made it so easy for me to understand and transition off of a typical type of insurance into the Medicare realm. Man, that relieved a lot of pressure from me. And I thought, you know, I need to tell people about this. I need to tell you, if you are approaching Medicare, if you're approaching the age of 60, or maybe you're older than 60 or late 50s, or if you just have insurance questions about your health insurance, Jim Pierce is really an easy guy to sit down and talk with, and he gives you straightforward answers while you're there. He'll ask you your information, put it into the computer, and just talk you through different options, and it's no obligation. Nothing did he ever pressure me to actually purchase something from him. But man, he sure gained my trust with the answers that he was able to give me and the peace of mind and peace of heart he was able to give me in this complicated realm of insurance, and especially as I approach 60. I am still just a kid at 60, but Jim Pierce, I recommend to you for any of your health insurance questions. Give Jim a call and let him advise you with your insurance needs.
Hello everybody, we are outside of the new local First Med location right here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. So this season, whenever you need your sport physicals, DOT physicals, they are accepting walk-ins 7 days a week from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. So if you get any weekend wounds, laceration, broken bones, or anything like that, stop at your local First Med location rather than going to the emergency room. These lovely ladies will help you out, and they accept most insurances, so you will be accepted here at your local First Med location. So come on in.
A lot of people don't know we started Eric's Pharmacy in 1995. So we've been going strong for over 29 years. We had a chance to spruce things up, put in new flooring, new shelving, and it really, really came together beautifully. We invite everyone to come by and take a look.
Stranded with car trouble? Give Triple R Wrecker a call. Triple R Wrecker and the Ramirez family has been serving Greater Pottawatomie County for over 20 years. Triple R Wrecker.
She is willing to sit down, whether it be city, tribe, whoever, and she has worked out several grants, and she has accomplished road building. She's very grant knowledgeable, so the county has acquired some money just within her tenure that I wouldn't have known about, so there's a lot of grant opportunities out there.
To be, the first two females in state history to serve simultaneously in the same county, what a blessing and honor it is. Most people know that this is something that I've wanted to do since I was a little girl, and I am just so thankful for this opportunity, especially with Commissioner Dennis.
First Med Urgent Care offers on-site x-rays and lab, post-injury drug screening, care for lacerations and abrasions, relief from allergies, and so much more. Choose First Med Urgent Care, where your health is our priority.
Hi, welcome in. Let's go see Jim.
On Benedict Street, Hardesty's Market and Deli is your go-to for all your local meat needs. It's also the perfect spot for lunch, offering your favorite local sandwiches, dips, sweets, and more. Support locals. Stop by Hardesty's Market and Deli today.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey. Discover the sweet side of Shawnee at St. Gregory's Abbey. Here our monks care for over 300 beehives and work together to package and provide pure, delicious local honey to our Shawnee neighbors.
I recently had questions about my family's health insurance, so I stopped by and spoke with the insurance guy at the mall. Jim Pierce was friendly, quick, and knowledgeable about my options. Jim answered my questions, and I purchased the best insurance plan I've had in years. I recommend you speak with Jim Pierce, the insurance guy at the mall, about any health insurance questions you or your family members may have. Castor Key Auto Mart, online or in person. Castor Key Auto Mart. They're good people to deal with.
I think the respect that she has when she walks in a room can be breathtaking.
Thank you.
She is one of my biggest mentors, and so the fact that she stays in the know, you can ask anyone on any board, anywhere serving in the community, and they know Miss Melissa Dennis. I think that's an amazing accomplishment.
Well, thank you. Thank you. If there is something that we can answer, we can help, you understand what we do better, we are here and willing to help you answer any questions and take you through our day-to-day operations.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has a lineman program.
Real life opportunities, real life experience. And that's what we're trying to give them with the 3 instructors. We got about 100 years of experience. They'll be what's called a grunt, a trainee, or they'll be an apprentice 5. And they will know how to do everything here on the ground and up the pole to help them get that job. You'll get out of this training what you put into it.
At McElroy and Owens Funeral Group, your loved one never leaves our care. From your first phone call at the time of loss through final resting, we are with you. Stop by McElroy and Owens for a visit today. Free sports physicals at First Med Urgent Care, April 26th. Walk-ins always welcome. For an appointment, please call 405-759-4300 or scan the QR code. Free sports physicals at First Med Urgent Care.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
Air Force One Heat and Air Conditioning offers competitive pricing, licensed technicians, and over 25 years of experience. Air Force One is a hometown company. Contact Tim or Terry Muirhead with Air Force One.
Our beef is exclusively available at the Monk's Marketplace. Taste the difference that care and quality make, and visit our serene landscape to pick up your perfect cut.
My leg. Welcome back to Jim Thorpe Stadium for the second half of Wolves Soccer versus defending state champion Tulsa Edison Eagles. Coach Merrill, a lot to like about that first half.
Yeah, it was, and we're right here with an opportunity to knock them off. It's going to be fun to see how we adjust after that half.
Carner trying to get it down to Camden
and this is the aggressive style that we like. It can end up, a team like Edison countering you. They have such great ability on the ball, and so it is dangerous, but I like going at them right here.
Yeah, becoming a little bit more physical as an equalizer.
Yeah.
And
here.
I think it's fair to say Edison controlled that first half the majority of the time. Shawnee with a couple of good opportunities, one for Nave that he was self-imposed from the 50-yard line, another one from Jace with Carner and Camden involved in that play. But I'm with you. I think that we have to play a little bit more control.
Here we go. Play, Alfonso. Oh!
Wow.
Not bad. I didn't think he was going to get that good of a shot off. Yeah, that's great.
That's what you want right there.
Yeah, we're right at him. And you see, Yvonne is open all night long over here on the right side. Hopefully we can get him involved and really stretch him out.
His teammates just not used to him being back on the field.
Yeah, and
usually Jax is on the other side, I would think.
I think he was on the left side.
Because they seem to play a lot.
He played on the same side as Jace. He was on the right because him and Jace were playing.
Would go back and forth. Yeah. Not he and Hayden at some point.
I feel like we were watching him and Jace play together a lot on the right side. But he's got. I heard Yvonne. He's calling for the ball.
Good,
Ashton. And we're getting at him right here with some aggression. And then Jack there a little bit late on his run. Just a little bit of inexperience. I believe this is the first time he's played every minute of a varsity match. So he's lacking experience at this level.
Just a freshman.
Mm-hmm. But he's capable, that's for sure.
And that's Culbertson who throws it in. With a good move, that's Culbertson.
Good, Ashton. This is, again, what we were asking for, too, earlier, was really wanting to see Ashton get involved. He can make a big difference in a match. That's nowhere.
Toby.
Here we go. Let's go right. Now we're going back left. I don't. I hope they're communicating that. I know coach is going to want him to switch this ball and play to the open space. He's got 20 yards of open space around him, and then by the time the ball gets to him, he's probably got 5 or 10 yards. We'll see him hustle here, and the Wolves want to play quick. Yeah, move up. Find Ashton.
Into the middle to Alfonso.
Yeah, it's a great ball. And, I believe, Hayden, the guy that usually plays on that side,
he tracks that.
Yes.
A little bit more speed. Mm-hmm. Sure.
He's not the same position.
So a little bit of adjustment going on both those sides.
Yeah.
But again, you'd like to see him on this close side a little bit more during this half with Yvonne.
Yeah,
And Jace, I guess. Jace on this side.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, combative sports or something. If you're, you want to hit him hit them with everything, not just one side, not just one attack. You know, your pitcher, you're not just going to throw your fastball or whatever. You're going to throw curve, different pitches, you know. And we need to utilize all of our weapons. We need to play this open space and see if we can get a better opportunity. And this is the side
That's been open.
Yeah.
It's been giving you that.
It looks like they switched their center backs, too. They've got, they're confident in the back line.
Did you say that because of that pass? Or because of how he's handling the ball back there?
Just because of the space they're giving Camden. If you see right now, they've got one guy on him, but there for a minute, he had a lot of yards between him and the defender. I wasn't really watching the ball.
Kobe with a good play there. That flew right by the face of the goal. And now we're trying to spot the corner kick.
So here, good job, Ebon. That's the way to go play the ball. Go win the ball. And there.
Not sure why we're not getting that kick.
Watch it, Jay. Coming in.
Ooh.
Oh, they went the opposite way.
That is out of bounds.
Yeah, my bad. I thought they were going to the other thing.
Come on. Luckily, we've got some guys helping us out. Oh, that's Edison actually shagging balls for us. You know, you don't want to give them this many opportunities down here in front of your goal. You've got to win this one, get it out, and let's start playing. Perfect. Beautiful ball.
To the offside and in the net.
You know, that's exactly what I was just feeling, that you give a good team this many chances in front of your goal, and they're going to execute.
Does not feel good for the home team right there.
No, it doesn't. You know, I don't know who lost that guy, but he came, made a great run right into the middle, open, and played a beautiful ball. Just nice and smooth, like no one was around. And they're staying aggressive.
Toby to the middle.
Step to that. Yeah. Big foul. Dangerous spot, too. They'll have a guy that can hit a really dangerous ball here. And then, of course, crashing the goal is going to make it even more difficult.
The same way.
Yeah.
What we just witnessed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's nothing in it right now. Don't think we can still come back? No. Really?
Ooh. Man. What a shot.
That's what you said. They were going to have a dangerous guy.
Yeah. I mean, you can't play a better ball.
No, he put it right off of that side goal again.
Yes.
And it curved at least 10 feet.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. You know, that's
when they say, well, a skilled player made a skill play, and it was too good.
Yes. It's perfect right there, you know. Off of I don't know, I feel like Yvonne didn't mean to foul him like that. Lost his balance. But
Go, Shawnee, keep it up. Come on,
here we are, his first minutes in a varsity match tonight against the defending champs, and they're gonna capitalize on your mistakes, and that's why they're champs. That's why they're number 1 in the district right now. And let's see the Wolves get right back at them. Yeah, play that ball. Yes, beautiful. Come on, Jace, have it. Hey, let's go.
It's as good a run as we've seen all night, honestly.
Yeah.
It really is. And it started with the quick, tight triangle passes back here in our zone.
It did, and Camden, doing what forward, good, strong strikers do. They're able to turn and just play good balls, and that'll take some pressure off of him. That'll give him more of an opportunity. Them witnessing him being able to play a good ball out there, it's going to make them think that as well, and then he'll have an opportunity to turn and shoot on it.
Isn't there 2 there?
Yes, good step there.
Toby up to Camden.
I don't know. I feel like it definitely pisses him off. I don't do it all.
And these, good win.
Garner
Keep going.
brings it down.
I like that ball. Come on, left foot. Hey, Camden! Go, Shawnee! Wolves! Right back at him, right back in the match.
Camden Saturn with a great left foot. You called it, Coach, and that's 2 of the best drives that we've seen by these Wolves have come since that 3rd goal.
Yeah, right.
1 to Jace. Yeah, 1 to Jace, 1 on the far side with Camden.
Yeah, that's great. And you see, it looks like Jack's probably cramping or something in his legs. He's having some problem. So we're going with Brian Barraza again. He's going left up top this time. He was a right back in the first half. So
play it out.
Works. But the Wolves are definitely have their best opportunities attacking this half.
As that again, Yvonne on the defensive side, the player now goes down. I think he got up complaining, and then he decided to go down. And
that's what he said. Did they call the foul after? But I guess not.
that's what he was asking for.
I bet he's looking for an opportunity to bend that ball off the post again in the back of the net.
Is that the same guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I don't know how the ball got as close as it did on the shot. I mean,
we'll take that. Yeah. Okay, let's go. All right.
I think Roger is winning. I think you're still winning.
We can still get the comeback.
Keep fighting.
Oh, no, you're
wrong.
That was really good until he really just called it.
Hit out of bounds by Ashton.
Yeah, it was a good idea passing that to Rhett. Rhett just, they weren't on the same page. See,
you're seeing a lot of cramping happening now on the field with the players after halftime.
Yeah.
Or at least the walk like it's a cramp.
Yeah. Oh, good game. Oh. Yvonne getting a little anxious, getting out of position. Give up a corner.
Get in on defense.
Here they go.
Ooh. Man, and it got through.
Yeah.
Almost twice.
You wonder if Toby might not have saved a goal there.
Yeah, that first one.
Yep, yeah. A lot of guys rushing the net in that particular scenario.
Yeah.
How do you defend against that, Coach?
You just got to stick with your man and try and
you got to make
beat
sure
both
everybody
sides.
has a man up.
Yeah. '26. We still got a lot of time. Look at Jax. He's wanting in there. He's wanting to. Jax Martin's wanting to play. He was so crushed after he broke his collarbone.
Oh, I would think.
Yeah.
What a competitor.
Yes. What a difference he makes on the field. Edison,
they've got aim for that far corner, don't they, Coach?
Yeah, they do. They're doing a really good job of, keeping possession on every restart, receiving those throw-ins, and just making us work. That's what good teams do, and we're right here with them.
What are you waiting for?
Good, Ivan.
Run to his lead leg.
We'll take that. Let's have Toby kick this. Looks like Cole's going to take it. Find 7. Find Alfonso. He's got some stuff.
Run it!
Oh, hey. Great
That was a good ball.
It was. Just made a great pass. We just weren't there. Weren't in the right positioning. It looks like we're not as fresh as we have been. Hopefully we can, not in every position. Cole's
Conway with a good play again.
Yeah.
Up to Camden.
Now we've got a little space. We've got Barraza running on it. And he's got to give that right back, yeah. But where's our... Got to get out together, Right there, we only had a few players getting out to the attack. If the whole team comes, we can keep possession on their half. We had some guys that were really slow to getting upfield. Now they're making this work with these great, just stability on the ball. There's a foul. Camden's getting a little frustrated and yellowing. So, did they book us? No, they booked him. Yeah, they booked us.
We've had some yellows.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he could have talked to him. That was the first time he's seen Camden in that kind of
position.
Yeah, and then it wasn't. There wasn't close to injury. He just yanked him down. Maybe talk to him, but let's get him back on the field on the next restart. Not, no sweat.
Let it cross.
So this is their foot from the 50.
Whoa.
And it'll be a goalie kick.
Now 23 minutes. Coach is giving Camden a little breather, I guess.
Because he could go right back in right now.
here, yeah.
Okay.
We need that other option. That would have been Toby. We're just losing our shape, our formation a little bit, and that comes with fatigue. Look at these guys, handsy.
I would agree. He might have been. I'm not sure. So, as it's coming down to the last 20 minutes.
Yes, it is. And
it's been a hard-fought game both ways.
It has.
And, I mean, Shawnee feels like they can win this game.
Yeah, we're
playing with these guys.
Yeah, we're definitely playing to win. Good here. Where are we at, though? Who's our guy that it looks like Jace is in that position?
Yeah, we need a play. We've gotten one, almost two, but we need a play.
One of the things that I think you see the difference is the Edison guys are playing really well. If one guy goes, the others stand. That way they always have an open pass. We're getting into situations where our guys are pushed up, and then there's no one open in the middle to pass it to switch the field.
Yes. Almost a little less controlled.
Yeah, they're not out of position at all, and they're finding those easy passes. Here we are in another dangerous
corner kick. And it's going to go to the goal kick.
Goal kick, and
Kobe.
Next sub, and so is Camden already back on?
Yes.
No, he's getting worked on by the
trainer. Where?
Right down
right
here.
here.
Yeah.
I see it.
So we got number 23. I forget. Do we have a roster? I don't.
Yep. Oh yeah.
On the right side here, he's a younger player.
Uh-oh.
Got lucky there.
Oh, that's Parker Snow.
Parker Snow.
23, the defensive freshman who stepped on.
Good energy going in to win that. Oh, cut the line off. And good job, Rhett. Good stuff, Rhett there.
Good play by the senior.
Yes. Shutting it down over there, not letting him turn. Great job. I think that was one of our parents that called that for that cell.
It was.
Let's go!
Ooh, what a rocket. There's a foul on us.
And that's a penalty kick?
Yeah, that would be a PK.
That's definitely a PK.
I don't.
And was that just too rough? What was it?
He went through his back after he had already shot, I believe. So, it was a late bad reaction, full arm stretched out push in the guy's back.
Can't do that.
No, you can't just shove him down, especially in front of the goal. Maybe we can see another big save here from the Wolf keeper, like we did with Allison McAllister in the first match.
Here we go.
great ball. You know, very, very difficult to get a hand on that.
In the low corner.
Yes.
No way to get over there. That's tough.
Yeah, really tough. And now we're in a position where, you know, we're looking at goal differential. You know, Will Rogers, I think we were tied with him because of goal differential.
We were up by 3
okay.
in goal differential.
knows?
We were 1, they were -2.
And Quita has played everyone close, even Edison. So what we're expecting is a low-scoring match Friday in that match, and who knows? Quita could pull off a victory over Will Rogers tonight, and then these points would make a huge difference.
Yeah, we need another goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did with the day during the five game. Playing football, you don't get scared of
The game slowed down quite a bit right here.
The energy has been sucked out of the place.
Oh, and they
you
keep
feel
these
it.
open opportunities.
On the plus side of that, the clock now just inching along, so we have plenty of time to get ourselves back into this.
Yeah, we do. We've got to turn the tide. Here we are with another dangerous corner. This is the same guy taking these kicks. What they did for the goal was here number, I think it says 15 on him. He looks like he's out of the play, and he makes a great run in there to finish that. They go, bad ball. But it looked like they were looking for the same guy on the back post.
And he kind of arcs and then comes in. All right. Goal kick.
So we see number 2 coming back on for Edison. He's one of their starters. Now we have a new, so 11, they pull out a defender, and I think they drop him from the midfield. Oh, that's good stuff. But nothing on that ball, on that guy coming in.
Help out, guys! Come get it! Yeah, Alfonso played indoor soccer. What do you think?
Yeah, they
soccer like what this is.
Go get it, guys!
That's just what this is.
you see us with a little frustration.
Uh-huh.
And hopefully we don't lose our cool and get a red. You know, the last thing we need is down another player when we go into Friday's match.
And that's what happens, the difference between a yellow and a red.
Yeah.
A yellow is you sit now, a red is you sit next game.
Yeah. Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
And you're not coming back into this one.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you had talked about, this Edison squad, and when you're playing for state titles year in and year out, and you're in the mix, these tight games you're used to.
Yes.
You know, you can control your motion, and you can see that. I mean, they do look just very controlled.
Yeah.
With all of their movements.
They have, and you know, they're really relaxed and just having their way with this right now. Making us run all over the field, you know, as they're passing the ball around.
Just keep away.
Yeah. Oh, now he's off. I mean, I don't know. Is that what is he calling a foul there? Or, you know, that's about where he was offside. I mean,
you don't see the offside flag.
No, you don't. But Cole, that's not way back there. Move that ball up to the 35. Maybe he called a, I don't know, called the foul back there. I didn't see it.
All right, Jace. Yeah, our rocks are like hard as like they headers with our balls.
I like Alfonso's working hard still. I like that. Now, here we go. And this is, a midfielder on their back line.
Which is not good. Is that what that means?
Well, that's why he just, make
can-
those 4 or 5 moves. And, what a good play, Brett. Nice play. Brett having a really good game over there.
The back line can handle the ball so well, and you have a midfielder trying to cover him. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, this number 11 was in the midfield most of the game, and then they drop him back to the center back, and he's showing some really good skill with the ball at his feet, where he just went around our guys like,
Yeah, there were 3 of them, and he slalomed them. All right.
I think we charge 1.5. For you, the first game, you're looking for 40, so you charge 6.
And I would like to see how strong he is against Camden. Hopefully we can get something up there with him 1v1, because he's not going to be able to knock Camden off the ball, I don't believe. We'll see. Hopefully we'll see, that matchup. We just got to win a ball. They're having their way with us in the midfield. And there we go. And Alfonso's working hard. He's working hard to change the tide.
Come on, Jace.
And then
Going to the end line, and that's going to go out.
look at Jax Martin making sure he's shagging the ball. So that way you keep it going.
Is that Jax
Yeah.
out there? He's got to be running, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I was wondering because I didn't see him on the bench. I didn't know where he was.
Yeah, Ashton. Yeah. Uh-oh. See? It's good.
Then we have a double yellow, maybe, one on each side.
I didn't see him.
'Cause it's our ball. Did you not see a yellow come out?
I saw it for us. I didn't send anyone off on their squad yet.
So why would we have the ball, though? It would be...
Yeah, that wouldn't. There'd have to be. So they're going to have to send someone off. Whoever that was getting tangled up with Ashton. But I feel like that was instigated by us, like you had mentioned earlier. Edison is really keeping their cool. They've been in this type of match over and over and over. They start out their season playing, teams like, Bixby and, just high-level teams where they're really testing themselves from the beginning. You can see that was instigated by us. Oh, bad touch here. Good recovery. Ooh. And that was Gage is a left footer, so that was hit by his right foot, kind of went off. But an opportunity, we got to keep them going. 11 minutes, get a goal or two, finish strong with good vibes going into Friday's matchup. Not none of this losing our cool. Controlling our emotions. We want to see that these last 11 minutes. And man. They're just just a really talented group, you know.
Good play by Toby to stop that drive.
Here comes some subs. So now we look to take advantage of this. That hopefully they're not as skilled as the guys going off. Looks like they're subbing 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 guys. That can make a big difference. And all we need is a quick goal here. And we can score quick. Yes, good step, Alfonso. Let's go. Let's have it now. Yeah. Ah, Parker Snow needs to push up. Yeah, on him. He's a fresh guy. Be aggressive. That's still in.
Cole getting it up to Camden.
Oh, where's Gage? Come on, get up there, Gage. You know, at a time like this, 5-1 is not that much difference. I would like to see Gage
take over.
It will be moved up here with Camden where they can work together. You really want to see us get another goal on this team. That could mean a lot going into Friday. That's, you know, you look at Coweta, they're holding teams to a low score. I believe Edison only beat them 1 or 2-0. Yeah, there.
Camden, goal! Shawnee Wolves! As it was a great pass from the one you've been saying working all night long, Alfonso, out to Camden.
Yes, and he finally, you know, pays off for him, all that hard work, you know. Great job. And that's exactly what we needed, you know, building that scoring in your mind, because when we go in Friday, it looks that's what Coweta is good at, is holding you and not allowing teams to score on them. I want to say Edison beat them 1-0. They've lost 2-1. They've lost a lot of matches, but they've all been 1-2 goals. And so that right there
is important.
Big. Yeah, it's big.
And what you're saying, Coach, is it's psychological for us.
Yes.
That we need to go in not doubting that we can score.
That's right. You know, you put 2 on the defending state champs. Yeah, let's go put 3 or 4 on Coweta. That's going to be the mentality. And plus, like we talked about earlier, you know.
The plus minus.
Yeah, Will Rogers, he lost to Edison 5-0, I think. And here we are in a 2-goal match. And you never know. Hopefully, when we look on the scoreboard tonight, we see that Coweta beat Will Rogers. That would be huge. It's a difference between playing a number 1 and a number 2 seed in a state tournament.
And that's big.
Yes.
That's the difference between playing Edison or a Will Rogers.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, when you look at the other district, it's they got the defending runner-ups in 3rd right now, Booker T. Washington, or maybe 2nd. Tulsa East Central's always really good there, and then Tulsa Memorial, they're all battling for the top spot, and it'll come down to tonight and Friday night in that, because they're all playing each other. So that'll be interesting how that plays out.
Good ball. And ahead.
Oh my gosh, great save, Colby.
Wow.
That was an amazing play by Edison and an amazing save by Colby Garner. Stepping up big right there.
We have that on replay?
Great job, Colby. Huge save late in the match.
So important.
Yeah, I love it. Alfonso's having a really great half. He's working his tail off. Yeah, you got to have confidence going into Friday night. If you're the Wolves, you got to feel like you got to feel good after this. You know, right now we still have 6 minutes left. We can get another one in.
There's that save.
Yeah, even if we do
Kobe.
not, a strong outing, good performance. Yeah, we'll take that. Alfonso's really stepping up and having a significant impact on this half, man. I love it. That's great. When we put it all together with all of us, man, the sky's the limit.
Conway. Cole to the goal.
Yeah. Oh, it's better to say. Ashton, he can hit him from there. That was you know.
Culberton with the
attempt
from the middle.
One of their guys got in the way, but he can put him in the back of the net from there for sure. All right. Where did okay, Camden's on that left.
Nobody on the Edison side even inches towards that ball to get it.
No.
They don't try to stop it. They don't try to.
Yeah.
That was classic.
I bet, you know.
And that's smart soccer.
It is.
That's what you want to do.
You know, they're happy with the win, but I guarantee you they were looking for more than a 2-goal difference, you know.
Well, I think we ought to make it a 1-goal.
Yeah.
Let's make it a 1-goal difference and just see what happens.
We're still at them. We're still going hard.
Yeah. We've had a couple more opportunities.
That's what I love. You know, when you get a group of guys that just never say die, they just keep fighting, whistle to whistle, you got to be proud of that no matter what.
Yeah, it was 30 seconds off the clock on that throw-in.
Wow. That's a little much, Raph. Get him going. Yeah, Kobe.
Yeah, it's crawling along.
I don't know. I mean, no one was there. I would sub in again on the left side. He looks looking like he's a little bit tired. We've got, you know, Jack. I don't know what his leg was feeling like when he's coming off, but we got some other guys down there very capable. Alex Tarrant. Ooh, good job, Toby.
Toby cleaned it up again from the middle safely and without a foul.
I'm telling you, he's had a big night too. With that, not being able to play against Will Rogers, you know, that could have been the whole difference between that match because he's making some big plays.
Dangerous again.
Back post, nowhere. Thanks for the help, Edison. One of the guys coming off the bench.
Shawnee's got to move it downfield.
2:39.
And that's a point that you made earlier that we've noticed consistently. That ball.
A yellow again? Is that Rhett's second one tonight? Or
No.
I thought he got sent off earlier.
No, Rhett didn't.
Okay.
But a point you made earlier tonight is that those are the possession balls that they keep possession and then move it down in more often than not in the last 10 minutes. We haven't kept possession of those balls, even on our throw-ins.
Yeah.
And that is showing. That is showing. I think we might have hit an epiphany with that last goal, and it's dangerous now because they've been in position to score a few times since then to get it back. And here we go. We saw what they did the last time they had a shot from about here from this close side.
Is this the same guy?
It was unstoppable.
I hope not. I hope they got a different guy on the ball. Good chip. They're getting a corner. They're gonna take their time here. This might be the last. We don't have a ball to send them. No, so they're
gonna go trot over and get it.
You know, one match goal. The whole place would be screaming right now. I mean, one match game.
In a one match game, yeah. Gotcha.
One goal match. Okay. Ooh, see, that was unnecessary. And he doesn't get booked. Okay. Or is he?
Another free kick for Edison.
And really, there's no need to. The guy had lost possession of the ball. There's, you know. Oh. Tough bounce.
Bummer.
Yeah.
But that's what happens. We gave them chance after chance after chance. That's really what happened on the corner kick for the original goal.
Yeah.
That they went in front.
Yes. You can't keep letting teams like this.
To get their second goal, I guess, was that corner kick.
Yeah.
And that's when things started to deflate. Unfortunate for the Wolves. With under a minute to go, they give up another goal, back to a 3-point differential.
That's a tough way to end that match right there. With the, you know, but it's a learning lesson, that's for sure. You know, control yourself.
Yeah, two of them were on dangerous situations that they had those free kicks.
Yeah. Stand them up, you know.
He missed the header and used his chest.
Ooh. 20 side. It's a good match though for the Wolves, you know.
Yep, that's going to be it, Coach. So what are your thoughts?
You know, I like it, competing with the defending champs here. You know, 4-2, give away a cheap goal there at the end, but that's a learning lesson. But I felt like we competed hard with all the puzzle pieces that we're putting together, coaches putting together, you know, with guys injured and this and that, and not being on the field. A lot of confidence going into Coweta match. Let's go to the state tournament if you win that match, or you're done for the season if you lose. And, you know, I feel like the Wolves should be, you know, we're in a good position, really confident to go in and, you know, beat them on their home field, which is a difficult field to play on. It's going to be an exciting match. I'm probably going to have to drive up to Coweta.
To watch the Wolves hopefully grab a playoff spot in District 5A3. Yeah, an entertaining match. Unfortunate the way that it ends up. Wolves downed by the defending state champion Tulsa Edison Eagles by a score of 5-2. For Jason Merrill, I'm Daniel Shaughnessy and the whole ShawneeCTV crew. Remember, all of us together, we build community one season at a time. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, good night.
When the next game it comes down to like chance.